Hello, everyone. Happy 4th of July. Welcome, welcome. Bet you guys thought I forgot about Q&A Sunday, huh? Just because it's 4th. Nope. Even the 4th of July don't stop it. So, as always, let me get this out here so I can get this out here so people can jump on or get the alerts, all that good stuff. And plus, give you guys a few minutes to get in here so we can get started. Let me put everything here because I always get to rambling, and then I don't put the link to join the chat or join the live. I forget about that and be on and on. So let me put that out there. All right. What's up, Aaron? What's up, Steven? Let me get this invite here. Get it ready. Exactly. Welcome, welcome. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm just pasting this thing everywhere so we can get people to join. More and more people. I'm noticing more and more people are finding the channel. I've been coming up with putting some crazy ideas in my mind to getting people to come to see SMD channel on YouTube. You know, some pretty crazy ideas been popping up in my head. Always things that normal people don't think of. Right? They're so focused in on, like, people in debt in business. They're so focused on the money, they don't really focus in on earning the people's trust. That's what I love about what I do. I do the exact opposite of everything than the majority. Everything the exact opposite. Okay, man. People, well, today is a holiday, man. I guess they got rolling in slow. Everybody's doing their 4th of July thing, and it is what it is. And hopefully you guys catch the replay later. You know, it's going on 5 o'clock here. What's up, Gabriel? What's up, Geek Surgeon? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I'm your host, LJ Young, and I'm a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them mathematically see outside what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where everybody lives that believes in credit and believing in financing things that go down in value. That's where slaves live. All right. Now, there's two kinds of slaves. There's unconscious slaves and there's conscious slaves. Unconscious slaves don't trust math, and they don't know they don't trust math, right? They think they're homeowners with 30-year mortgages when they can just put it in their calculator and put in the mortgage payment minus the mortgage balance and hit equal, and they will clearly see they're not homeowners. You just look at the calculator, it'll be a large negative number. Now, if they still believe that they're homeowners, even though the calculator is showing them a large negative number, they are what's called unconscious. So their whole life is a mathematical illusion. They don't know everything they're making payments on is not theirs. Hence the reason why they're making payments. Now, conscious slaves were once unconscious. They found the SMD channel, which is unlike any other channel out of 37 subscriber channels on YouTube. It's unlike any of them before. They found that and said, this dude is talking different. Well, he's saying things that I've never even heard before in my life. And he's just using simple math. That's it. All of a sudden, they added up all their savings, added up all their debt, hit equal on the calculator, and they believed the number. And they thought to themselves, if I'm that far into zero, I got a lot of work to do to get to zero. Exactly. So that's what they've been doing, working overtime. Now, right now, they're probably blending in with a lot of unconscious slaves that believe overtime and double shifts and all that bullshit is just normal. They're doing the same thing you're doing. That's why you can't really tell those people apart. But they're doing it to get the hell out of debt fast, so they don't have to do what you guys are doing, pulling doubles and all this other stuff. That's all irrelevant. Like, there's 7 days out of the week. Your employer owns 5. Is right there by default should make you wake up and say, wait a minute, what? You mean out of 7 days of my life, my employer owns 5 of those days? Yep, sure do. Unconscious slaves woke up. That was me. I was what you was called a high figured earning educated slave. I did everything that everybody wanted me to do in the debt matrix: get a college degree, make 6 figures, have a nice house, have a nice car, all payments, of course. All payments, of course. And on top of that, keeping your student loan debt all your life is on top of that being normal. Sure was. That was me. Until one day I realized something was wrong. I can't really answer that question, well, how I knew that, but one day it was wrong. Found Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey basically said, take the math that we all learned in elementary school, apply it to your finances using these baby steps, and you'll be free. That's what I did. I'm like, whoa, it's just math? Yeah, it's just math. I did math, got out, and then I took what Dave Ramsey showed me. I said, wait a minute, if it's just math, math has nothing to do with religion. Nope, sure doesn't. Strip that out, right? And even the part where on baby step 4 in Mr. Ramsey's plan, it says invest 15% into retirement, once you pay off all your debt. It's like, wait a minute, if according to the laws of mathematics, if you put in your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance and it equal, you don't have 15% of anything. You sure don't. You can't do that. You can't invest anything into anything with a mortgage. That's 100% impossible. So I stripped that out. Not saying Mr. Ramsey's bad. That's just business. It doesn't mean anything. I don't want you guys thinking he's doing something wrong. If without Dave Ramsey, I wouldn't be here on the mic talking to you guys. So I don't want you guys thinking that's negative. I'm only talking about the laws of mathematics. Now, if you're a person that comes on and kind of hear this being upset, you start to get upset at what I'm saying, even though my math is true at what I'm saying and you're getting upset, I want to tell you people something, okay? Ego doesn't like mathematics. It does not like mathematics. So when you start to get feelings about something that's mathematically true on the calculator and you get mad about it, that's ego telling you. So let me give you an example of what I mean, right? If you open a calculator, you probably think you're a homeowner right now, okay, with a mortgage. So open your calculator, put in your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance and hit equal, right? That's a large negative number. Now, right there at the moment, ego's going to say, fuck that calculator. The bank said we're homeowners, right? Even though the math is not true, that's ego talking to you. You got it? That's the difference if you get your feelings involved, right? So this is what I do. Now I stripped out everything and voila, the SMD channel was born. Once I figured it out, I just said, you know what? Here I am. Check this out. Here I am, 40-something years old. And out of all the millions of people on the internet, I got savings minus debt. The answer to financial freedom right there. Nobody else got it but me. I'm telling you. That's very, look how something so simple nobody knew but me. Crazy, huh? Really crazy. All right, so that was me. So I got out of debt. Now I'm free. And I realized I didn't know. Now, until I got out of debt and got to zero, I didn't know I was a slave, because if you're in debt, you're a slave. You don't know you're a slave. You probably hear that and you probably think, what do you mean I'm a slave? I have everything I need and I live in a nice house or drive a nice car. This is what you do. You log into your online credit reporting agency, Credit Karma, Experian, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Log in there. Right when you log in, there's going to be a big number that's going to pop up in your face. Okay. I want you to put a negative in front of it. That's how you owe that much money to somebody. And then so you go further deeper into your credit report, all the businesses that are listed on your credit report, you owe money to them. So until they're paid back, they own you. They each own a piece of you. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what kind of car you drive. It doesn't matter what college you went to, whatever. All of those people are your owners. Got it? I didn't know that until I freed myself. Now, this is what I do. I help. My purpose here is to create the next generation of wealth people, because wealthy people are human too. They die too, just like slaves. Everybody dies the same. It doesn't matter how much money you got. We're human, so they die too. So they need more people to continue this going. There has to be people that know, and that the majority has to not know. That's how it works. So I'm here for that purpose, for the people that want to be on the correct side of the financial system. The financial system is just there. If you ever hear anybody adding their feelings to it and saying it's bad, that they're wrong, you got to ignore them, because they're talking about their feelings. It's just there. It doesn't mean it's not good. It's not bad. It's there, and it has rules. Now, if you trust, here's the main rule that you need to understand. If you trust math, the system's for you. If you don't trust math, it's against you. It's that simple. There's nothing more, nothing fancier than that. This is why people that follow that are part of the S&D family, we know the number one rule when it comes to finances, it goes according to the laws of mathematics, period. There is nothing that exists outside of that except the laws of the bank. Anything outside the laws of mathematics are called the laws of the banks. Now today is about you guys. Today is question ask day. If you want to ask me some questions, if you want to get out of the debt matrix. No Days Off says happy 4th of July, even though slaves weren't actually freed up to that point. Some may still, what's so funny about this July 4th, that the majority that are people out there celebrating freedom, they're not even, those are slaves. The majority of those people celebrate, they think they're free. They're celebrating something that they're not even, whatever they've been told on TV, whatever, right? They think they're free. All they got to do is log into their credit report and clearly see that they're not. They have no idea what they're celebrating. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand the purpose of July 4th that everybody else can see, but I'm talking about the things that the July 4th that people can't see. Slaves can't see that they're not free. If you got student loans and your student loans are older than your kids, you shouldn't be celebrating the 4th of July because you're not even close to being free for years. Yeah, you shouldn't be popping no fireworks. No, nah. If you got student loans older than your grandchildren, I have no idea why you're celebrating the 4th of July. You're definitely not free. If your student loans are older than your grandchildren, it looks like you're never going to be either. If you're new to the channel, man, this is where if you want to get pulled out of the debt matrix, this is the place. You'll never find another channel out of all 37 million subscribers on YouTube. You'll never find another channel like this one. You're probably thinking, damn, how can he say shit like that? Because it is. Do you know when you come here, you get X-ray vision and you get power to see the future? Did you know that? Now, I know you unconscious slaves, when you hear that, you'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? If say like this, we're out in public and you ask me a question about personal finances, your question will tell me where you are in your financial world. Your very question will tell me that. And you're probably thinking, how does that happen? You'll ask a question that doesn't make any mathematical sense and you don't know it. Like, for example, let me give an example so you guys understand. When you get a 30-year mortgage and you believe you own the equity in the house, you put the equity of houses that you don't own inside of your financial portfolio. You don't know that doesn't make any mathematical sense. You can't own the equity you didn't even have the money to buy. That's the very reason why you had to get a fucking mortgage. Wait a minute. You think you can get a house that you didn't even have money to buy, that you needed the bank's help, and the bank was going to give you the money and let you be the homeowner? No. Can you imagine how many of you slaves are calculating financial portfolios all fucking wrong? They don't know that. And they're not supposed to know either. When I tell you guys this, I don't want them to know. And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, how come you saying out loud? They can't fucking hear me. Slaves don't understand the language of debt free. They have no idea what I'm talking about. None, zero. I keep trying to tell you guys that follow this channel, it's like a fucking superpower. They don't know what I'm saying. I'm invisible. That's why they always use words like, oh man, you be like that, you're gonna become alienated. Oh yeah, that's a badge, baby. When somebody says we're going to alienate you, that's a badge of honor. I am an alien. Believe that. They're gonna, and when they refer to, they're talking about other unconscious slaves. Unconscious slaves alienating you is a blessing. Here I am on the mic telling you guys all what's going to happen before it happens. SMD will be known around the world. Do you understand that? Around the fucking world. Do you hear it in my voice? Does it sound like I don't know? I already see it. Starting with my shirts, starting with the SMD shirts. There will be statements on them never ever seen before on a fucking t-shirt, ever. Every statement I put on there, you will have never ever seen it before in your life. Nobody's copying any statements because you know why? I haven't said them yet. So if I haven't said them, they don't exist. That's why. And the statements on SMD shirts are endless in my mind. Endless. I have hundreds of statements. To wear SMD shirt, you're going to be proud to wear an SMD shirt. Believe that, because they're going to make sure that those shirts are going to say, hey, yeah, I'm amongst you slaves, but I'm not like you. I'm different. I'll hang out with you. We can do the little stupid games and stuff you guys slaves do to keep their minds busy. But just understand that I'm not like you. Now, you want to be freed from that, especially the younger you are, you get this information. The younger you are, the freer you will be. The price of financial freedom is not millions of dollars. It's not billions of dollars. It's not trillions of dollars. You know what the price of freedom is? $0. The price of freedom is zero. You better believe that's going on the shirt. You think slaves will understand what the price of financial freedom is zero? What the hell does that mean? You see what I'm saying? Do you see how I said that? Go find go find a shirt that it says that on there. Go find one. It doesn't exist until I create it. Also, the statements that are said on these shirts will last forever. The statements will never get old, ever. They will always be relevant, no matter if it's 2021, 22, 23, 24. It won't matter. They will always remain relevant. The fabric of the shirts will tear up and wear out before the statement will. I'm already racking. I got to slow down just making them. Not making the shirts, but just coming up with the statements. Anybody got any questions? Statements? Any stories? People love to hear people's stories. Like maybe you've been following the SMD principles and you've been experiencing things at work and you've been hearing different things and okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something right here, okay? So you guys can kind of get an understand of what it's like to be outside the debt matrix, okay? When you have no debt and you have a paid off house. So say like this, I know it'll blow your mind. I know you don't think it's possible, but I just want you to just take a ride down imaginary lane with me, okay? Imagine having no debt and a paid off house. If you didn't have If you had no mortgage and no other bills, it's not the thing, not the debts, not the bills that keep you alive, electricity, water. I'm not talking about the stuff that keeps you alive. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about all the stuff that you don't need. Would you care about gas prices? If gas prices were going up and you had no mortgage and no other bills, would you care about gas prices? No. You probably, when you pull up to the pump, there's two things that would happen. You would pull into the gas station, you wouldn't even check the gas price, and you're not looking to put X amount of dollars in there. You're just waiting for the handle to pop. That's it. You pull in, fill up, you lock it in, and you just walk away and go sit down. When you hear the pop, you grab it. You want a receipt? No. That's the difference, man. That's what it's like living outside the debt matrix. You just watch the unconscious slaves just scramble and complain. Oh my God, look at this. Here, catch the gas prices over here are lower than that. They all do that shit. They all do it. Every now and then they'll just flex to see how dependent on you guys. Hey, there was a computer glitch and somebody stole some cryptocurrency from the major gas pipeline, and they just to slow down for a week. You see how all the slaves just panicked? Oh, we gotta get gas, man. We don't know the next time. Hey, you just take a step back. If there's no gas, everybody loses. How long do you think they can go on for? A week? Maybe a week. Everybody loses. Slave, you guys need to, if they stop gas, you guys can't deliver the wealthy stuff's products. That cannot happen. That's just a test. No different than when they do the Homeland Security lockdowns, or not the lockdown, but the money, they don't have money to pay the TSA. Remember that year they didn't pay the TSA for like a month? And they said, by the way, you're gonna still work, but we're not gonna pay you. It was if I was working for the TSA and they told me that, I would say, no, I'm not. I'm not a slave. I quit. We're not gonna pay you now, but we'll reimburse you when we're done talking about whatever the fuck we talking about. No, I quit. I would have said, oh, hold up. Before I walked away, I would have said, wait a minute, let me get this straight. You expect me to be here at 7 with my uniform, ironed and creased according to policy, work my shift, go to lunch, take my 15-minute break. But at the end of the day, you're saying you're not going to pay me for doing all that? No, getting up, getting dressed, because you got to get up. They don't pay you for the time to get there either. You got to remember, you got to get up before you get there. So you get up at a certain time. If you got to be there at 7, it counts on where you live. You probably got to get up by 6, get your lunch, get ready, walk around, listen to the news in the background, do whatever you need to do, and then go out and get in traffic. And then as you're driving to work in traffic, and then they tell you what you make sure you're dressed according to policy. And then at the end of the day, by the way, say, we're not going to pay you. I'd be like, are you insane? Why would I ever do that? Why would I ever do that? No, I quit. Those are just tests to see where you guys are at. It's not it's nothing bad about it. I'm not saying that's bad or evil, or I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying it is what it is. When you get outside the debt matrix, there's rules. There's rules for in the debt matrix, and there's rules outside of that. That's crystal clear. Crystal clear. There are rules outside the debt matrix. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Number one, no cheating and lying. No hide money, pretending you didn't do this with money and didn't file your taxes and whatever. All the stuff you unconscious slaves be coming up with. Just be making up shit. None of it will make mathematical sense. You guys just don't know that. Oh, I didn't know. Okay, well, that's your problem. Man, where is everybody at today? What's so crazy? I'm so excited about these damn shirts, man. You guys have no idea what these shirts are going to do. Man, people have no idea what these shirts are going to do. It's going to change the game. Man, Never seen before statements on shirts. Making connection with other SMD family members just by a shirt. Just by a shirt. They're gonna be like, damn, where you get that shirt? Did somebody give it to you, or did people with SMD shirts, they probably see the person and say, hey, did you buy that yourself, or did somebody give it to you? We got to get that straight right now. I don't want to be wasting my time talking to you if somebody gave it to you. Man, they should be coming in this week, though. They said 7 to 10 business days, so this week should be the 10th business day if they stretch it out that far. Of course, they charge, hey, we can expedite it. No, I can wait. Ain't no rush. Ain't no rush. Let me put the link in here just in case you guys have not. Don't know where the link is to buy a shirt. That it is in the details of this video, but if you didn't see it, I will post it here. 1 second. Let me go get the link really quick here. Dang, where's it at? Generation S. Oh, there it is. Okay. 1 second here. All right, here's the link. Just in case you guys want to go snatch up a shirt. I'm seeing what sizes are going to sell. I get this kind of a, I bought a certain amount of shirts for this first go round, so I can kind of see who buy what sizes and stuff like that. It's still it's a big learning game. Okay, so I got to figure that out. But the shirts that are going to go up, I'm going to figure out how to later on down the line as it evolves, have those shirts there all the time, because you got to remember, since those statements will never get old, those shirts need to always be there. So when people gradually pour in to see the available shirts, the shirt that state, because everybody's not going to like the same statement all the time. Everybody likes different statements. So they'll come in, buy the statement they want, maybe buy some for their friends and family, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I went all the way up. This time I went all the way up to 2XL, Ricky. So I right now, this round has small, medium, large, extra large, and extra, extra large. Of course, anybody can purchase the shirts. But you got to remember like this, you said, can slaves, you got to remember, slaves that don't understand the statements are not going to buy the shirts. Because you got to remember, they're not going to buy something they don't understand. They'll look at the statement and say, oh, that's stupid, or that's dumb. That makes no sense. Oh, if it was that easy, everybody in the world would be doing, they say things like that. So they're definitely not going to buy a shirt that says that to them. So that's why it's more like these SMD shirts are more like repellent for slaves. They don't really get it. And if they don't get it, they just don't bother with it. So yeah, I went up, like I said, I went to 2XL, and there's the link I just pasted it in there. So if you guys need to click on there and go find some shirts, get them while they're hot. This is the pre-order. They should be in here this week coming up here. They should be giving me a call. Let me know these shirts are ready. And then I'll see how the sales of these shirts go. And then I'll know I'll let you guys know ahead of time what's the next statement shirt that's going to be on there. And of course, I'm going to just leave. What I'm going to do is just see how they sell, leave that batch in there, probably start another batch with the next statement, and then keep going from there. And then just let them sell and see how they sell. Any questions? I can't wait to, like, when I got this one company, I'll see how good they did. If they do a good job, I'll use them again. But I guarantee you, when I come up with a few more statements for them to print, they're not going to help but ask me what those statements mean. I guarantee you, they're going to be like, "Well, we never seen no statements like this. What do those statements mean?" Guarantee they'll ask me. Guarantee. Financing options on the shirts. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Any questions? Anybody want to jump on the mic? You don't have to get on camera. You don't have to get on camera. You can just get on the mic, ask the questions. Let me put this here. Let me put that. If you want a consultation, there you go. Here's the Cash App. I always forget. Here's the my email. If you got any questions there, sometimes you guys like to write me and share your stories with me. I appreciate that too. Sorry, I probably was far away from the mic talking like that. Don't forget to subscribe. I usually don't do that, but you know, every now and then people forget. Sometimes I'll forget. I'll come across a video that I really, really like and I forget to like it. So I think of reminders of that kind of stuff towards the end of a video. I think people would subscribe more or like more because, you know, people that ask that in the very beginning, it's like, I don't even know if I like you yet. Why are you telling me to subscribe? I'm not going to subscribe until if I see I like your content. But if they listen to my content, then at the end say like and subscribe, people are most likely to do it because they'll be like, oh, just like me. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Let me just go ahead and do that because I did like this, you know. Any questions? Get them babies while they're hot, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. These shirts are it. They're it, man. I'm telling you, they're it. They are it. Shout out to Ricky. I just saw you purchase. Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Got the alert on that. 2 shirts. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I know. I just saw that. I appreciate it. I got the ding. Appreciate that very much. Like I said, the shirts should be here this week. They should be calling me. And as soon as I get it, I'm going to ship them out really quick. So I really, you know, I don't like holding people's stuff. And, you know, you guys know me about time. I don't like wasting nobody's time. So I'm just keeping you guys that have purchased and are waiting. Make sure you understand that the shirts will be here this week. So as soon as I get them, I'm shooting them out. Okay. And I'm currently working on, I appreciate that. I'm currently working on the next one. I believe I'm going to go with, here, let me show you guys while you guys here. I'm thinking I'm going with this one. Let me see. Okay. It's either going to be, just a second. Okay. All right. Let me show you guys right now real quick. Okay. It's going to be one of these 2. It's going to be, okay, here we go. It's either going to be this one, mortgage versus renters. Renters know they're renting, or this one. Before exchanging vows, exchange credit reports. Okay, it's gonna be either one of those. Right now, I'm really feeling that one. I'm really feeling these 2. Okay, so let me close this real quick here. All right, so it's gonna be one of those 2. And either way, like I said, if they're going to eventually both be printed. Okay, they're going to happen. I'm just telling you which one's going to be next. And like I said, once they're printed, they're going to be up there to be bought always, right? They're not going to be, and I got to figure that out. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of print on demand type of deal I'm gonna start up with. But like I said, it's going to be it's a process, you know. But I appreciate that, Ricky. Very, very much appreciate your support. Very much so. Thank you. And you know, congratulations on getting the first ever shirt. I mean, it's not my first shirt, but I consider this one right here. I consider this the flagship. I really do. I put some time into it. I had NC Biggs, another SMD family member, help me on this. He got into got a hold of the right people to just to make this. I tell him my vision. He took my vision, gave it to some dudes. I wanted it simple. I wanted the statement, where to find me, and period. That's it. All statements will make whoever's, because like if you buy these shirts, be prepared for the slaves to ask you questions. The one that are asking you questions are obviously the ones that they're probably lost, that are have probably been wandering around saying, hey, something doesn't make sense. That was me, right? And I just picture myself in that, because I used to walk around the debt matrix knowing when something was wrong, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Had I been walking down the street and saw somebody wearing a shirt like that, I would have had to ask them a question like, what does that mean? What do you mean mortgage versus renters? Renters know they're renting. I'd be like, what's that mean? I would have had to ask the question, and then that would have forced the person in with the shirt on to pull out the calculator and say, hey, let me show you. Are you a homeowner? I would have probably said, yeah, I'm a homeowner. All right, put in your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance and hit equal. Do you see that large negative number? Yeah. Does that look like you're a homeowner? If you're making payments, guess what? You're renting from the bank. Renters renting apartments, they know they're renting an apartment. You just don't know you're renting from the bank. I would have walked away. I'm not saying that I would have understood what he was saying, but I would have walked away thinking, I would have been like, wait a minute, I am making monthly payments. How long am I doing this for? 30 years? How long did it take you to build this house? 30 days. But you want me to pay on it for 30 years? Yeah, it don't make any sense. Now, I can't make a shirt that's way. No, I can't say slave on the shirt. I cannot do that. There's way too many unconscious slaves that'll get people into physical fights. I'll say it here. I'll write my memes with slave in them. But as far as you guys out there wearing the shirt, they won't understand that. Be like, who you calling a slave? They start thinking about slaves on TV and all this other stuff. No, we can't do that. Any questions? Nobody want to get on the mic. I think that's weird, man. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna have oh man, tomorrow 2:00, S&D family member Grayscale's he wants to come back on the mic here. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'll post it later. But yeah, he wants to come back on the mic and start talking some more. I love it. I love it when S&D family members want to come on and talk. I do. I enjoy that. I prefer try to, get some new people up in here, just to kind of, the more stories, the better. That's going to help encourage. No different than Dave Ramsey's debt-free screams. I mean, no different than that, but the S&D way, it's like, even, you got to remember how deep this is. Even people that go on Dave Ramsey's show and say like they paid off all their debt and all they have left is the mortgage, right? And then they come on and do a debt-free screen. Like, we're free. Well, technically you're not, because you have a mortgage, right? But I'm not taking away from anything of that, because it's still a really good achievement. But I'm just talking about the laws of mathematics. So what I want you guys to understand is that even though the people that go on that show and scream that they're debt-free, they don't really understand what it really feels like once they pay off that mortgage. Then they're going to really know that they're free, right? They're going to really, once they pay off that mortgage, they'll realize, wait a minute, I just eliminated the largest expense that I would have had my entire life. Yeah, you eliminate it, because where you live, that's your largest expense. That's your largest monthly expense. Pay your house off. You have just eliminated it. For the rest of your life, there is no stock on the market that is better than a paid off house. Not zero. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about S&D, man. You guys have no idea where this is going. You really can. When you get out of debt and you remove all negativity from your life, physical and the one you can feel, the negativity that you can feel. Once you remove all that, you can really connect the dots to your future. You can connect the dots because everything's out the way. Number one, you got to own yourself. Once you own yourself, you're going to realize time is the most valuable thing on earth. That's what you're going to realize, right? Once you realize that, you're going to eliminate everybody that's in your life that's wasting it. That's number two. You're going to do that. You're going to remove all that. Once you remove that, then you're going to remove the negativity, the people that you know is causing negativity and the people that you know you can feel it coming from them. Everybody has one of those friends that, yeah, they're your friend, but you can feel that they really are hating on you or something. That's real. Else you wouldn't feel like that. That feeling that you get from that person, that's real because you wouldn't feel it if it wasn't true. Once you remove all that, that's it. They're removed, done. Now you got a clear path of what you need to do. Then you got the clear path. That's what you get to go right there. Clear path. That's how you connect the dots to your future. That's how you do it. But when you got all that stuff that's in the way, that is taking away your creativity, negativity prevents creativity. It really does. I promise you it does. Once you remove that, you will have clear sight to what you need to do, where you're going, everything. Any questions? There's the link if you want to get on the mic and ask a question before, let's see, we're 41 minutes in. I guess we're going to go about, I'll go about a few more. I'm not going to say 20 more minutes. No, I didn't. What do you mean? Which one? I mean, I listened to Robert, yeah, but ATL says a guy at the bar yesterday says he has 120,000 in cash and only debt is his mortgage. He owes 41,000 on it, but refuses to pay the house off and be debt free. He said he likes the tax write. Oh God, man, that kills me. Like here's for you unconscious slaves that probably you're probably reading this, and you're probably wondering, why am I laughing? Right? You're happy to write off something that you don't even have to have. You're writing off the taxes on a house you don't even own. It doesn't even make any sense. He has and this is the crazy part about it, right? Now, if I was in front of that dude and he said that to me, I would say, hey man, open up your calculator. He was like, okay, all right. I said, okay, put in 120,000 minus 41,000. And he said, okay, all right. And we're gonna go through the scenario so you guys that are listening can understand. Okay. All right. So we're going 120,000 minus 41,000 equals 79,000. 79,000. Now I would say, okay. And he would say, yeah, okay, 79,000. I said, if you go and pay off that house tomorrow, would the answer on the calculator change? Now, this is where they're going to pause. They're going to glitch out because they're not going to really understand what that means. So you're going to have to repeat the question. If you ever say that, you say, if you went and paid off that house tomorrow, would the answer on your calculator that's in front of you right now, that you're looking at with your own eyes, would it change? And he'll pause and be like, well, no. That's because you don't have $120,000 in your account. That's why it doesn't change. As long as you got debt, you don't have 120,000. You got $79,000 in your account. You don't have 120,000. That's why the calculator doesn't change. Now, will they get that or not? They probably won't. This is why SMD is going to be worldwide. When unconscious slaves say stuff like that, they just tell me everything I need to know about their finances, everything. You get rid of all debt, but you think one is good or something? This one, you pay off all your debt, but you think but this mortgage debt is somehow good. Oh, that's good debt. What the fuck are you talking about? Good debt? It's just debt. What's up, Robert? So if anybody listening to this and they know somebody that has a, like, say like they have enough money in their retirement account that they could pay off their house, right? You tell them, okay, open up your calculator, man. All right, put in the amount that you have in your retirement account. Yeah, okay. And minus the balance that you have on your house. Okay. All right. Now hit equal. And then they're gonna hit equal and they say, then you say just like the way I did. If you paid off your house tomorrow, would the answer in the calculator change? No, because you don't have that much in your retirement account. It's not there. That's why the calculator doesn't change. But if you keep it there, if you keep the mortgage, it's going to change. Negative compound interest. That that balance is going to get bigger. And when the balance gets bigger, guess what gets smaller? Your retirement account, slave. That's called negative compound interest when it takes away from your retirement account. You guys can use that if you want. You can use it. They probably won't understand what you're talking about anyway. If you tell a slave that's been in the house for 20 years that they don't own that house, they're never going to believe you. They're never going to believe you. What's up, Sals? I just seen all the slave walking into a park to see fireworks. Man, these slaves have their leased finance iPhones and Samsung S21s in hand. Yep, that's what they're gonna do. You know what they're gonna do when it get dark? They're gonna all turn on their flashlights, just like the commercials told them to. Hey, put your flashlights up in the air and all this. Let us know. Hey, and you know what the phone manufacturers are doing? They're counting like, okay, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15. Oh, that's a million. I don't know. That's how many we got to make next year. Thank you for thank you guys for doing that. Appreciate it. You gave us some free access. Appreciate that. Shit, man, you slaves do a good job. Thank you. Okay, now we know exactly how many phones to make next year. We're going to double that, and then we're going to sell them. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to pretend we ran out. Then you guys will go in a frenzy, and then you guys will pay double the price for the same fucking phone. We know how many of you slaves want new phones every year. You think we're gonna lose out on that money? No, we're gonna make more. They probably make each phone for like $20. Man, they be doing you slaves so dirty, man. And I'm not saying anything negative to you guys about, because I was a slave. I want you guys to clearly understand something. I was a college educated, 6-figure earning computer VMware engineer fucking slave. That's what I was. Sure was. So I ain't saying nothing negative to you. I'm just saying I'm not a slave anymore. That's what I'm saying. If you ever want to get out of the debt matrix, you get up, you go to the mirror and say, I don't want to be a slave no more. I'm tired of being a slave. That's what you got to say. Say it just like the way I'm saying it too. Don't laugh. You say it just like that. I'm tired of being a slave, a low down, dirty slave. You say it just like that. Because it's all a choice. You choose to be slaves. Hey, you guys choose to be slaves. If you finance a car, you're choosing to be a slave. If you finance a cell phone every year, you are choosing to be a slave. If you financed an electric car to save money on gas, you are choosing to be a slave. That's your choice. You're choosing. You finance furniture. You financed a refrigerator with a TV screen in it. Yeah, you are damn near asking to be a slave, begging for it. You're begging. If you finance a refrigerator with a TV screen in it, you are begging to be a slave. They have fun today and tomorrow, then they got to get back on that plantation. Yeah. Hey, get out there, relax. I bet you half of them, check this out. The electronics are so, rampant now. I guarantee the majority of them are out there having fun and 4th of July festivities, checking their work email. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Probably checking their phone every 5 minutes to see if the job called them, especially if you're in IT. You guys don't even know that's an electronic leash. You're probably checking your phone every 5 minutes, listen to every ding of an email just in case somebody's going to call you when you're not on fucking call. I used to hate that. Yeah, hey, you get hired here, you're going to be part of an on-call rotation. Okay, cool. I get it. All right, for a week at a time every few months. All right, cool. And then if you specialize in the area, guess what? The person on call calls you because the person on call cannot know about every system in the business. That's impossible for them to know. So guess what? The person on call, they're just the person that must be up every week or during the week to get this call. But the only thing they do is call the people that are not on call. Then you got to ask yourself, what is the purpose of an on-call rotation if you're still getting called when you're not on call rotation? I remember when I would get wakened up when I wasn't on call, I remember feeling something inside of my body saying, man, this ain't right. You know why it ain't right? Because they wasn't paying me for that. They were not paying me for the wake up and help solve a call that I wasn't on call for. They wasn't paying me for that. That's why I felt like that, because I was doing it for free. I didn't know I was doing it for free. The reason why I didn't say nothing, I was in debt. Oh man, I better not say nothing. I want to rock the boat. What? Say something that they're taking your time for free. And let me make sure that they didn't take anything from me. I allowed that shit. I allowed it. Because when you sign a contract, they say, hey, we're going to pay you this amount. Here's your salary, you for 40 hours a week. That's that. It says it right there in the contract. So if they called you and you're not on call, you could either pick it up or not pick it up. And if you pick it up, you say, hey, why are you calling me? Like I always tell, especially you IT people, I swear to God, if you listen to this, you will thank me for the rest of your life. Never merge your phone with your work phone. Ever. Don't. You have separate phones, one for work and your personal. You never mix them. This is why when you're not on call, there is no need like this. When you're not on call and it's after 5 o'clock, there is no need for you to bring that phone. You take the work phone, you power it down, and you put it in the desk. They're not paying you for anything after 5 and when you're not on call. That's what I would have did. If I could go back in time, I would have been like, oh no, I'm not merging my phone. You guys are getting this phone number, period. All the emails, everything is on there. So when you come in the next day, it's like, hey man, we was trying to reach you last night. I'll be like, why are you trying to reach me? I'm not working. I'm not working. Why are you calling me? You know I'm not on call. Joe's on call. Well, you're the only one that knows the system. Well, okay. What's your point in saying that? I don't get it. I could feel that feeling when I got woke up in the middle of the night too. I'd be like, oh, something's just wrong. I was doing it for free. They would just get my time. If you think about it, this way. They was paying me a particular salary, a certain amount of money for 40 hours a week, Monday through Friday. But in actuality, they owned 24 hours of my life, 7 days a week. Because even on top of, now I'm thinking about it as I'm saying, even on top, oh my God, as I think about it, God damn, that we would have these called severity ones, okay? Severe, like major downtime, right? And what that means is that no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're at, if a Sev one came in, you had to get on the call. If I would have just been able to think about this, I would have been like, wait a minute, whoa, okay, let's get back to the Sev one. That means if that's true, that means you own 24 hours of my life. If I said yes, That's not their fault. They told me that. They said, hey, by the way, if it's a step one, you got to drop whatever you're doing. So if I planned a birthday party for my kids or some kind of something, and all of a sudden I get a step one call, I have to stop doing. No, that's not true. No. Mm-mm. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you. But I will not be working here. Why? What's the deal breaker? You just said you're going to own 24 hours of my life. What do you mean? What's the deal breaker? You guys paying me 24 hours? No. So when you guys that don't make these six-figure salaries, let me show you this myth too. Don't be impressed by people making six-figure salaries. Okay. Just don't, that's nothing. I want you to notice the person that makes that six-figure salary. I want you to notice how stressed they are. Okay. And notice how they always got to answer their phone because they're owned. It ain't worse. They're not getting paid. Whatever they're telling you getting paid, they're getting paid. They're not getting paid that because that company owns 24 hours of their life and paying them only 40 minus taxes. I really hope you IT people heard that. I really do. Especially you young ambitious IT people. Hey man, I don't care. You can be ambitious, but don't you ever let any company take your time. No, don't allow them to do it because they're gonna. Hey, this is business. If big businesses are doing this is business. They can do that. I don't care. Whatever. It's business. Nothing personal. It's nothing personal. It's just business. If you allow them to do it, they're gonna do it. Just the person I am today, I wouldn't allow that. I'd be like, what the fuck you call? I mean, I wouldn't say it like that. I'd be like, what are you calling me for? You can't call me in the middle of the night. Plus, I wouldn't even have the phone with me. So that would never happen. The work phone would stay at work. There would be no reason for me to take it. Soon as I get ready to get on the clock, I power it on. Hey, this is how you guys contact me. If I'm on call that week, that's when I take the phone home because I'm on call. But if I'm not on call, it would have been powered down in the drawer. I'm not answering no emails. I'm not bringing my I wouldn't even bring my laptop home. I wouldn't take none of that. There would be no reason for me to take it. But you know what I did when I was in IT? I always brought my laptop home. Always. Why? So I can get online just in case if I get a call, I can get online, connect to the VPN and all this other stupid nonsense. All right, we're going to wrap it up. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. We say Grayscale. Is that his name? Grayside, excuse me, Grayscale. Grayside. My bad. Grayside. Grayside's going to come on. SMD family member. All right. I hope you guys enjoy your 4th of July. Really do. Hope if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to like the video. Again, the shirts, if you want a shirt, it's a links in the description of every video. If you scroll through the chat, I'll post it one more time in here. So if you want to go get a shirt, shout out to Ricky Williams. Thank you for snatching up a couple shirts. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. If you didn't get the link, there is the link. All right. There's the link. Links in the description. Man, this is exciting. I'm so excited. Excited where SMD is going, man. And like I said, if you're part of SMD, you're part of the family, man, period. It's most definitely a family. Most definitely. A family unlike any other that you've ever seen in your life. Okay. All right. You guys have a fun and safe 4th of July. See you later.